Coming live to you from the NFL Draft. I'm here in beautiful Cleveland, Ohio. No, I'm not Chris Rose, if you haven't noticed. I am way more stylish than Chris, Talkin Jake. And I'm waiting for my friend Trevor to join me so we can talk about some baseball. Luigi Fettuccini. I think that's the Italian version of a pasta song. Looks like Trevor Plouffe just joined. I'll try to admit him now. Pitchers on the bump today. It's a deGrom day. We've got Kansas City looking to stay hot against Pittsburgh. Oh! Ooh! Too icy.
Let me tell you something right now.
Yeah.
I am literally locked out of my own house.
I love it.
Locked out of my own house. I have to, run to the community center to pick up these keys because what else am I going to do?
Is that a good time or a bad time?
Well, I have slippers on right now, so not a good time. But look, this is something that's supposed to be professional, so I want you to treat it as such. Chris Rose is very professional. He has questions lined up for me usually. I figured what we'd do today is I'd ask two questions, you'd ask two questions, and we just kind of riff back and forth.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I was digging through a couple topics. I mean, there's always baseball topics. That's the beauty of it. But where do you want to go? Do you got one ready?
All right. I'll start. Let me start. Vlad Guerrero Jr. last night, 3 home runs, 2 off of Max Scherzer, first ballot Hall of Famer Max Scherzer. I want to ask you about another Hall of Famer. I want to ask you about Vlad Guerrero Jr.'s dad, Vlad Guerrero.
Yeah.
Is there a better chance that Vlad Guerrero Jr. catches his dad in career WAR is 59.5 for Vlad Guerrero Sr., or a better chance he catches them in homers? He has 449 career home runs.
Ooh, Trevor Plouffe, your show, man. Yeah. Damn.
Mind you, Junior's only 22. He's already accumulated 4.5 WAR, 1.5 this year alone. So he's doing it. He's young enough, can play long enough. What do you think?
I guess the safer bet in my head would be the homers, because we've already seen Vladito switch positions, and I would have liked to see him play a little third base as skinny Vladdy, but I think everybody knew he was eventually going to end up across the diamond, and I think he's going to be good defensively. I do think first base can be a tough position to rack up WAR. I mean, I'd have to check Vladdy Sr.'s defensive WAR numbers, but I'm assuming
not good.
Really,
mostly
not,
offense. Yeah,
because you remember the arm. I mean, one of the best arms to ever do it out there.
It's a negative career WAR defensively.
Man, that almost makes me want to flip-flop a little bit, just because, I said this in our preseason show, and Slim Daddy Vladdy's about to make me look bad, that I took the under on 28.5 home runs this year. A couple more 3-homer days, and I'm having a bad time by June 1st. I think Vlad's best skill is contact hitting. His minor league numbers are insane. His batting average in the minors is like 330 or something dumb. But power develops, and we're seeing it.
It does.
So, I don't know, Trev. You're my show guy. What do you got?
I think he's got a better chance catching him at homers than WAR. I think the way the ball is, we talk about the ball a lot on our properties here. They deadened the ball, supposedly. What they did was they add more bounce to the ball. So the ball is traveling faster because it's lighter. So that's why you're seeing an uptick in speed, but it's also going farther because it's more bouncy. So I think there's in the future, and I think we're already living in the future. How about that? I mean, we're paying for homers, we're paying for slugging. I think it's going to be, a point of, emphasis for many teams, as it already is. And if he stays in Toronto and what they're doing in that ballpark, I think he's got a chance to eclipse 400. I think he can get to 450. How about that?
And I mean,
22 years old, man.
He spends the last 10 years playing for the Pinstripes. He's got the short porch over there, so that'll be pretty big.
Okay. Let's move on. Second question.
Can I go, or you got it?
No, I want to finish mine, then you go.
Okay.
Last night, Giolito on the mound. Chris Rose, our guy who just left us for the NFL. What's up with that? He had Giolito, Max Fried, Jack Flaherty on his Chris Rose rotation. First time they've ever done an in-person interview all together. Which one of those guys would you rather have date your daughter?
Ooh, okay. Flaherty, Giolito, or Fried? Eileen Fried? I mean, Fried seems like such a nice, like, gentle person. Like, he seems sweet. We met him briefly at spring training, and he was just, it was just a very nice guy. I mean, Jack's intense. Jack it up.
Okay.
And Lucas, I love Lucas. Lucas is a nice dude. I guess, maybe at the end for me, Giolito's got that nice thick beard. Fried's still figuring it out up here, and I'm always going to be figuring it out up here. So I think I lead Fried. Trev, these are your boys. I don't know if you can answer this.
This is tough for me because I would say all of them. I love all these guys. But I'm going to go with this sounds terrible. Because I actually have a daughter. You're speaking in hypotheticals. Yeah. I actually have a daughter. I think I would go Giolito. Okay. Because I think he's the tallest of them all.
Oh wow.
But I don't think you can go wrong with any of them.
Yeah.
I don't think you can go wrong with anyone. I think Jack would be great. I think Max would be great. But I do think that Lucas is the strongest out of all of them. And I need my daughter protected. So the height matched with the strength, I think is the way I go. And in saying that, I think they're all soft because they're starting pitchers.
Okay. So, good solution there. Yeah, I mean, strength. I don't think strength and height have been factors in my family in a long time. So either with any of those three, we're heading the right direction.
Okay. I was going to say breeders, and I was like, I don't want to talk with my daughter in that way. It's weird.
Yeah.
But you're up.
Okay. 2 great questions, Trev. I'm going to bring it to today's baseball, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Trev, there's a guy in the bump today going against your guy, full pension Piv. Red Sox versus the Mets, Jacob deGrom on the bump. 3 straight starts of 14+ Ks.
Yes.
Trevor, that's not right. I mean, the Red Sox have been hitting this year. The top of the lineup's tough.
Doogie,
Bogarts, JD is back. Devers, Vasquez is a tough AB. What would you set the over-under of deGrom Ks at today?
I'd set the over-under at 12.
Okay.
And I think he's going to surpass it. I think a guy like him, he's just in the groove right now. And until he shows me he's out of it, I'm going to be betting on him the entire time. What he's doing with the ball right now is incredible. I just mentioned how they lightened the ball, so that's the uptick in speed. He kind of banged his curveball this year, so he's just fastball slider and playing off that. He's got his changeup. But he's putting it exactly where he wants it right now. And when that happens, look out. I mean, I would say that he's going to go long enough into the game. I'm going to put him at 7 innings. I'm going to give him 14 again.
Wow.
Yeah, he's just that good right now.
And that's the thing. And I know you read one of the comments the other day that said we don't give the Mets and deGrom enough love. And the commenter was an idiot, so that guy was wrong. But think about what you just said. You're penciling a guy in for a 14K day. That's not right.
I know. Well, it is when you talk about Jacob deGrom.
That's
you?
tough.
What are you going to? Over under 12?
I take the over. I mean, at this point, I think he's just mowing dudes down. And his stuff, man, it still blows my mind, and it gets talked about, but not enough, that, like, a 93-mile-per-hour slider. Like, when I was getting into baseball, there were still dudes that pumped 88-mile-per-hour heaters. Yarborough's still there. Hendricks is still there. I mean, 93-mile-per-hour slider.
And, I mean, you didn't mention 101-mile-an-hour heater. I mean,
Oops.
He's tough right now, and like I said, for him, he has the stuff, but he's also just, like, pinpoint. pinpoint?
Golly. All right, Trev. Last question. We got to tighten up. You know what I think I'm going to bounce to? I think I'm going to bounce to. It's a Chris Rose tribute episode. Tyler Glasnow on the bump today against the Oakland A's. The A's win streak did come to an end against Baltimore. Tampa Bay, they won last night 4-3. Glasnow, where are you at with Glasnow? Because we've rode this wave. You and I were hyped up for him last year. Jimmy kept us in check a little bit. Jimmy kind of won the war there last year. Short season. Glasnow was lost a little bit. He figured it out. Yanks did decently against him in the playoffs. I mean, what should we be expecting today? I mean, are we expecting him to be in the Cy Young race? Are we still feeling out this whole Glasnow experiment?
If he is locating today, he's going to have a great day. I think Oakland's a team that, for as much as we talk about them, like seeing pitches and working counts and stuff, I don't really see that necessarily with this team in particular. I think if he's locating, I think he's going to have a huge day today. I think there's a lot of swings and misses in that lineup, and he has swing and miss stuff. So we talk about deGrom setting the over-under at 12. Glasnow, he's been going deeper in the games. I probably set my over-under Ks with him at 10, maybe 9.5, but I'll just say 10. And I think he also gets the over. I think he's found something that works for him. He's super confident. And like I said, there's just a lot of swing and miss in that Oakland A's lineup for me. So I'm looking for Glasnow to have a big day if he's pinpointing.
Now, Trev, I don't know if you listened. I listened to Chris Rose rotation with Tyler Glasnow and Ted, his older brother. You have an older brother. Did you guys ever throw fists? When was the last time you guys threw fists?
We don't. Like, we have
Ever.
Best relationship. Yeah, and plus my brother he's huge. I don't know if you ever
right.
He's a beast, so I wouldn't want. I'm like the brunt of my family, so.
Okay. Yeah. You think your big bro has me in a fight?
Yeah. Hey, give me the over under 10 for Glasnow tonight.
Glasnow versus the Rays. Rays and A's fans reach out because it looks like this series been good baseball. The Rays won 4-3 last night. The A's won 2-1 the first night. So I'm excited for this. I guess I should ask you. I'm in on Glasnow, man. When he's right, it still blows my mind. I don't know enough about Cole Irvin. Do you know Swervin' Irvin? Didn't you say that?
I know Swervin' Irvin very well. Play with them with the Pigs out in Lehigh Valley. Spot guy, lefty in AAA when I played with him. He was unhittable. One of those guys. I don't know if he's got a good spin on his heater, but it always played up. I mean, it's 90-91, but it always played up. A huge swing and miss guy, but this was in the bushes.
Right.
So it's a little bit different now. But he's one of those guys. He could go out there and just dominate and kind of be one of those baffling, scratching your head. How did I just go 0 for 4 against this guy? Because that's what I did in AAA against him.
Yeah, I just brought up his baseball savant, and it looks like he's really good at not walking hitters. He's really good at missing barrels.
Yes.
And he's really good at getting guys to chase. Everything else is pretty low. The fastball spin, the K percentage, exit velo, but I don't know. It seems like he could be a frustrating day at the office.
If he's not spinning it, then he's doing something to hide the ball or something where guys aren't picking it up as well. Because I saw some silly swings with him, and like I said, he would roll through these lineups in AAA. So could be an interesting match. We're talking about a guy, Tyler Glasnow, tall, righty, gorgeous, 100 miles an hour up there. Then you got Swervin' Irvin, who's,
yeah,
he's average looking, and he's a lefty. Throw that hard. But, I mean, two different types of styles of pitching, two different styles of personalities, too. I'd like to see Swervin' Irvin go out there and do it. He's a really good guy. Really good guy.
I would kill for the average looking 6'4". of Swervin' Irvin.
He's not 6'4". They give him 6'4" in Baseball Reference.
They're giving him 6'4".
There's no way he's 3 inches taller than me. So that's good for him. I need to call Baseball Reference to get mine up there to like 6'4".
Let me see.
Or you're 5'10".
Devont has him 6'4". Yeah, I think I would be a. I think if I got my shot in the league, I think it'd come out at about 5'9", and that's inaccurate.
Your spikes. Give your spikes.
Yeah, Spikes guy. Well, Trev, good luck on getting inside your home.
I'm locked up. I got to call one of my friends to pick me up and drive me to get my keys.
It's tough. Same time tomorrow. We're getting. I think Chris Rose is still drafting, right?
Yeah, he will not be here. We'll do the same time tomorrow. We can do it tomorrow at 8:30, and then I'm going to prepare the questions tonight. I'm going to see Rose. You're going to be the kind of guest host, and you better be looking good again tomorrow, baby. You better be.
You know I will, and yeah, maybe we'll get a Jomboy cameo. Maybe we'll do it all. So
hey, I've been doing this thing where I just like let my hair dry, and this is what happens. Like, it's pretty good, huh?
Trev, you know I fluff you in the good and bad times. When your hair starts flowing, it's good.
I gotta maybe go with it. Usually I do the slick back thing. It's a little too much, a little too aggressive, maybe.
That has to be your power play look.
Yeah, bring that out every once in a while. I get that.
Yes. All right, Big Daddy.
Yeah, 8:30 PST, 11:30 EST.
You got it. We're an East Coast company, Trev.
I may or may not go get elevated before I go walk to this tennis court.
I think I'm about to get elevated before we do JJR. So how about that?
All right, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Love.